Hello, hello, hello. I'm trying to ensure that my mic is on point today. If you can hear me and you can see me, please put some fives in the chat box. Good morning, Hamza. Hamza, can you hear me? And can you see me? Hello, pilot. I see my people. Today, everything is fine. Today, yo! Adiolu. Oh my goodness, my people are here today. Yes, 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 yes. No, no, no. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. Oh, today. Today is blessed. Today is blessed. Today is blessed. Hold up. Let me just go and announce that we are live. We are live. We are live. All right. Let me also announce in our WhatsApp channel that we are live. Yo. We are live. Let's go. All right, Victoria, you're welcome. You're welcome. Ibrahim Mohammed, you are welcome. Ibrahim, I think this is your first time. Tell me where you're tuning in from. Victoria, I can see you. Great job. Great to have you guys here. Great to have you guys here. Tap on that like button. Share this link to everyone that you want to learn how to trade Forex. Let's go. Let me just share my screen. Oh, don't tell me this cell is about to leave us. I'll just cry. I've been watching gold. I've been watching gold. Oh, thank you, Victoria. Thank you. Thank you so much. Oh, good. This is something I'm testing. Don't worry. I'll let you guys know. I'm testing it. Testing, 1, 2. I'll let you guys know. You know, I don't believe so much in indicators, right? But I think the world is moving Okay, I'm trying to come back. Okay, it says we are live now. Can you hear me? We are live. Can you hear me now? All right, good. All right, good. So we're just going to go good. So we're going to start afresh and we're going to look at gold from the beginning and why we are waiting for a sell. Okay? I'm going to take you to a different I think I might have to charge my mic. I think that's the problem. But it doesn't say it's down on battery. I don't get it. All right. So let's go to forex.com and I'll do this again. It's right there. All right. So, okay. If you can see my screen. Tochukwu Israel. Hi. I know. It's been a while. All right. So we'll go to the weekly. Let's look at it. Let me make it bold. I can see what you are seeing. I can see what you are seeing on my screen, making it bold. So this is the weekly. I mean, we know it's been bullish. Let's go to the daily. We know it's been bullish. All right. And I can't stop explaining that we are still bearish on this girl. So break of structure here. All right. All right, that's break of structure there. I don't like when the arrow, yeah, that gets in my way a lot. All right. So that was the last break of structure. Did the market pull back to a discount zone? Yes, it did. To give us what? The new high. Yes, it did. It did. It pulled back into the 6150 zone to give us the new high. But unfortunately, it came up all the way and dumped again. What did it do? It came to break internal structure, giving us an internal church right here. All right. Internal church right there. Okay. After giving us that high, tapped into the week. I always teach my students that there is money in the week. There is money in the week. All right. Tapped into almost 50% of the week. Almost 50% of the week. All right. And gave us an internal church right here. I like to call it, internal break of structure or internal church, whatever you want to call it, but that's a church. Okay, that's a church. All right. Now, after giving us church here, you see what happened? He came into this zone, came back up here, and has not been able to break this high. Okay, so after the internal church, right here, not just any internal church, because if you check it, that is actually a break of structure, complete break of structure here. All right, that was a very good break of structure here, change of character, and of course, I'm expecting it to continue the sell. So it came up, couldn't break this high, and continued the sell down. What do you think is coming down to do? If it did change of character here and it's coming down, what do you think it's doing? You're expecting it to clear here, but we have to be very smart because we don't know. And gold is bipolar. You can say she's bipolar. All right. This was where she came down to, tapped into this, came into this high, came here again. You can see broken internal structure again. Coming in here. Here is the next zone for the next sell, which she is actually doing nicely, trying to represent. Because if you check again, after dropping from here, you see an internal, sorry, not that one. All right, there's an internal something going on here. All right, again, not just once, twice. Okay. All right. So we're definitely going in for that sell. That sell has started. But how do we get in now? How do we get in? How do we get in? Let's see the 1 hour. Okay, on the 1 hour, I would want to see it break that structure there. Let's see how it looks on the 15. Don't stop tapping the like button, guys. Smash that like button. Share the link. Share the link. Share the link. Share the link. All right. Beautiful. Okay. So she hasn't broken this zone yet, but you can clearly see it's a lower low and lower high going on. You see a lower low and lower high going on there. Okay. So looking at it on the 15 minutes, this was the last high that gave us this low. I'm going to just use my feed. Let's pray for a pullback. Yeah, this is beautiful. Let's pray for a pullback into this zone here for the next sell. Yeah, so I'm just going to take this out. Yeah, so this is what I'm waiting for. Now I need this to push this into that zone here. Okay, let's open it up. I hope you guys can see my screen. I hope it's not too small. So this is what I was able to come up with. All right. Still, I'm going to give it some space. I want to see it come down from here. We've been waiting for this all through yesterday, throughout yesterday. Oh, come on, do your job and push this thing up. Do your job. Take this thing up for us, please. So are you guys okay? Do you understand? If you understood, put some ones in the chat box. Don't stop smashing the like button. Put someone in the chat box if you understood how we got here. Put some ones in the chat box if you can hear me. Put some ones in the chat box if you understood how we got here. Let's go. All right, beautiful. Now let's look at it on the, let's look for a proper TP. Yeah, let's look for a proper TP. I'm a bit worried though. Chai. Almost as if we should wait for it to break this low. Because on the okay, let's say 1 hour. I'm a bit worried. 15 minutes is the only place we saw a small change of character in here. Because I always like to wait for extra confirmation. But this looks good. This looks good. If it gets here, it could just possibly keep going down. So let's see. Don't over leverage, guys. You know it's not wise to over leverage. I believe the sell has started. Okay. Yeah, what was I looking for? TP. Yo. That TP long. Oh, that TP is long. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. It's a long one. It's a long one. It's a long one. Okay, let's just take it to this zone first. But I'll hold some. I'll hold on to some. Okay. Let's look at the 4 hour again. Look at that place. So that zone was where she came back to, where you have a breaker block here. You have an order block there, right there, that zone. I remember I pointed it out. That zone looks so good. That zone looks so good. I don't expect it to come up here if it has given us a reason to start the sell. All right. Okay. So we're not going to target too much, but I foresee this thing coming all the way down. So what I'll do is I'm going to mark that zone. Okay. That zone and that zone. So let's see how it goes. Let's see. Let's see how it goes. All right. Welcome, guys. The visionary, you are welcome. I think that's the first time I'm hearing about the visionary. So let's pray for this to come in here and dump some more. But what I know is that it shouldn't break that high. It shouldn't break that high at all. Yeah. So let's see how this goes. Let's see. Yeah. This should only push this up for it to come down. So I'm just going to drop the coordinates here. This is the 15 minutes. This is the 15 minutes time frame. All right. Sell limits. Please do not over leverage. I take God beg you, do not over leverage. Okay, do not over leverage. $3378.58. Yeah, I'm gonna make it bigger. Just calm down. I'm gonna make it bigger. Calm down. Before you people just finish me here. 0.58. So let me make it bigger. Let me make it bigger. Better, yes? Better. So, but this is a safe buy from here. I'm not going to lie. A safe buy from here into that zone. But I'm actually waiting to sell this baby. I'm actually waiting to sell this baby. I'm actually waiting to sell that baby. Okay. All right. So can you all see this? $3386.43. Okay. Somebody will say, madam, this is too much. You can wait for extra confirmation on your own before you enter. Okay. We are just playing safe. We don't want this SL to be too tight because it could decide to sweep that liquidity there. This looks like beautiful liquidity is waiting for. So you can decide to wait for it to sweep that liquidity before you get in. Okay, that there are different skills to getting in on any trade. Okay, different skills to getting in. Don't just enter. No, you can watch it. If it's getting close, set an alarm. You can set an alarm when it's going up. All right, set an alarm, wait for it, see if it's going to sweep that, before it starts to come down. Gold likes to do that a lot. This TP long, this TP is long. So first of all, the first TP, we want to see it clear all that. Okay, we want to see clear all that. I'm seeing 3315, 331. This thing is coming down. There's another TP below 3282.13. Three two eight two 3282. Okay, that's fine. All right. Oh, so IGFX, you need to go and click on the settings on your YouTube, and then you need to choose your quality. Make sure you're choosing a higher quality. This is gold. It's even right here, gold. So if you're not seeing clearly, it means your YouTube is not high quality. All right, it's not high quality. Okay. Are we clear? If you're okay with this, put some ones in the chat box. Let's move on to the next one. Yeah, I see a buy incoming from here. So you could buy from here, a buy incoming to this zone. Okay, so taking a buy from here is not bad. But I know she's gotten into the sell zone already. Okay. And she's been giving us lower lows and lower highs. She's done this one, two. So I want to see it come up there. So let's see. Can you see it now? This is gold. Okay. So if you're done, if you're good with that, put some ones in the chat box. Let's move. All right, good. So now I want to see this cell coming from here. Okay. I want to see that cell coming from there. So the next one, let's look at GU. Or should we finish with the abnormals? I like to look at NAS. Let's see. Hey, this NAS came down to this zone. Ah, it came down to this zone. It came down, it came down, it came down. Look at that one. Yo, see this thing came down here. Ooh, wow. So let's do NAS together. NAS is sweet though. Don't look down. NAS boy. NAS boy. NAS is sweet. Let's look at it together. Stocks are pushing up the roof. Stocks are pushing off the roof. All right. All right. So let's look at the weekly. Came back into that zone, gave us a new high there. She's flying. Nasdaq is flying. All right. Let's see the this is the one. This is the daily. Yo, I don't know what's happening here. I really don't have a clue. Okay. This is NAS. Can you guys see? This is NAS. It's right there on the screen. Okay. So looking at this, I clearly see a very, very disturbing something. Okay, that's better. Okay, so NAS is looking like it's changed structure on the 4 hour time frame. Change structure on the 4 hour time frame. Why? Because I saw a continuous rise here. All right. Okay. All these small, small ones. Are these ones even? It's crazy. Sharp broke everything, came down to this zone. All right. So I'm just going to expand this more for better clarity. All right. Very funny structure. But we can see break of structure here. We can see here. So we want to see that baby. This was a good one too. Yeah, there was one here. Sweep of liquidity to the upside, break of structure to the downside here. All right. Okay. Okay, so I'm not even going to stress my head. So yeah. So she could drop from here or she could come inside here to drop. All right. She could drop from here. Here or here. All we need to do is wait for confirmation now. It's in the good sell zones. It could drop from here, it could drop from here. So let's see the 1 hour. Okay. Okay, so we're watching this zone carefully. But those that those that trade NAS, they scalp it. Most of them they scalp it, but it doesn't matter. Stay to your truth. Stay to your truth. If you're not a scalper, you find a way to day trade it. Okay. Look at that beauty. On the 15 minutes time frame, this is beautiful. All right, on the 15 minutes time frame, that is fine. But let me see something. Didn't really come into zones. Now this, yeah, didn't really come into the zone. Didn't really come into the zone. Yeah, so I want to see it come down here again. If it's going to buy, it has to come down here first. But okay, from what I see, she's still bullish into, but has not really broken structure. Why? Why would I'm not calling this structure because I mean this whole thing is gibberish. I'm not seeing real break of structure. I would want to see that if it's gonna be real break of structure, let's even break this zone. Then I know she's ready. But you see, this is gibberish. This is why I don't like coming to the lower time frames. Let me go back to my 1 hour. Okay. So, yeah, in a sell zone, somebody might say this is an engulfing candle. I would want to take a quick, quick move from here. All right, for that sell. But remember, it was bullish into this zone. It hasn't really broken. So those scalping will scalp from this zone to the next buy zone. That's how it's done. So that's it for scalpers. They want to scalp from the bearish order block into the next buy zone because until it breaks real structure, this thing could still go up into this zone. If you understand what I'm saying. If you understood this, put some fives in the chat box. We are going to move on to the next one, okay? Because I'm not good at scalping. But if you understood the gist and you want to take NAS, you understand what I'm saying. To scalp into the next buy zone, okay? Until you are sure she's ready to break structure. Because right now she's still pulling up, okay? She could come up to this zone, all right? So if you understood that, put some fives and let's move on to GU, the normal pairs. All right. I'm not seeing your participation. Hamza, okay, great. Thank you. Now let's go to okay, great. Okay, great. Great. So yes, it's in a sell zone, but we need confirmation. This engulfing candle looks like it, but still I need to see it happen twice. Now, if it breaks, probably this zone. Aha. And we go in full time. So let's just leave this one for now. All right. Let's leave that one for now. Okay, so let's go to GU. Don't worry, GU. GU that I wanted to buy here. Anyways, it's fine. We're going to start from the beginning. I didn't take that trade anyways. Let's see the weekly. It's a new week. It's a new month. What's going on? So I like to use FXCM. It gives me more data anyways. Now, if you look at it on the monthly, this is a beautiful sell trend like that. All right. That was the last low. Okay. The last high was here. And she's been unable to give us a new low. All right. But we are going to concentrate on what's going on here. Okay. She could still be dropping to give us a new low. Okay. She could still be dropping to give us a new low. So that's what I see on the monthly. Weekly, let's follow the trend. Okay, weekly, let's follow the trend. Okay, weekly is telling me, all right, this baby is buying to the next sell zone. And if you look at me, because I'm a QML trader, I like that zone right there. That zone right there looks so good. That zone right there looks so good. Thank you guys for the beautiful faces I'm seeing. Smash that like button, guys. So break of structure right here to the low side. Okay. Okay. This was beginning of that move. And I want to see if it swept liquidity to the upside. Or this is a double. Okay, yes, it did. It swept that liquidity. It did just a bit, teeny weeny bit. Teeny weeny bits right there. All right. Yeah. Swept that real good. It did. It did. I can see that it did. All right. So now my next zone for the sell will be to finish all this liquidity and come here. So I'm just going to be marking good zones to continue that sell right here. Remember, we are still on the weekly. Okay. Take it one step at a time. Okay. All right. Now, of course, we cannot ignore the fact she's been bullish. Why? Because she's going to where we need her to go to. All right. GU is going to where we need it to go to. So let's see. That's a beautiful trend. Even looking at it here, there was a break of structure here, but I'm looking at this immediate structure here. And she's right here right now. That's a buy zone right here right now. Here. Okay, that's a buy zone right there. I'm going down to the daily. Let's see the 4-hour. So on the 4-hour, if you're looking at the trend, I would love to see her break that zone, but here is a sell zone here. Okay, let's see how it looks on the 1 hour. Then we can be rest assured. Okay, now the 1 hour looks good. So this is what I see on the 1 hour. I see that. Okay. All right. I see that. Now it looks like it broke, but I need to know if that pullback is genuine. It even broke that. It even broke that. It broke that. So I should be looking for buys then. It broke that. So hold up. Give me a second. Let me just whip out something beautiful for me to. No, that was not a valid pullback. That was not a valid pullback. That was not a valid pullback. Yo, it wasn't a valid pullback. No, that wasn't a valid pullback, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, that wasn't a valid pullback. No, no, not a valid pullback. Yeah, so I understand why we're still looking for a sell, not a valid pullback. We're still looking for a sell. This thing is buying to sell. That wasn't a valid pullback. Not a valid pullback, I would say. That's the move, not a valid. Okay, hold up. Let's draw this way. Let's take it one step at a time. Okay, good. I need to check this out. Okay, this was valid. All right. So I'm looking for a buy. I'm looking for a buy on this baby, to this zone at least. A buy to the next zone. And that was a massive impulse from here. That tells you something. And this is the 1 hour time frame. Oh. That tells you something. Give me a second. I'm just going to pull my fib. Okay. Wow. All right. So there's been a little bit of movement here that looks like it's moving sideways. Looks like it's moving sideways. So this was the break. Did it break that one? Did it break that one though? It did. Right here. Yo, so to be safe though, even if I were buying, I'll buy to this zone because there's every possibility it could still sell from here. Yeah. There's every possibility. I will check the DXY to see what it's doing. But there's every possibility that this market could still get here and to dump again. Okay, because um this is not a good pullback. This is not a good pullback. This whole thing is nonsense. It didn't pull back exactly. Let's drop to the 1 4 hour because when start seeing a lot of structure, you get confused. So I'm just going to wait on the 4 hour to see what's going on. Yeah, now that's more like it. Very close. More like it's creating liquidity to come into the zone. Very close. Very, very close. Yeah, I wouldn't just take a buy. No, I wouldn't just take a buy. If I'm taking a buy, I'll wait for it to come back into this zone for the buy. Continue into this zone. But even that sell, well, the sell could have started, but there's still some gap I'm seeing here into this zone. You see that beautiful zone? So this looks like the liquidity. It is creating liquidity so that it can then come, sweep that liquidity, tap into this zone, and give us a possible move to the downside. Or it could come down and continue this way. A lot can happen. But as long as it hasn't broken this high on the 4 hour, I wouldn't be looking for buys yet. Exactly. I wouldn't be looking for buys yet. Unfortunately, no, I won't be looking for buys yet. This all looks so cocky. It looks like it's creating liquidity and it wants to just get in there, sweep liquidity and dump. So I would wait. I would wait. This is what I would wait for. Okay. Give me a second. I'm just going to pull out my short tool. Okay. Now I want to see, let me modify it. That's so big. So I want to modify it. Yeah, that's better. Yeah, this is better. This is the 1 hour time frame. You could take it from the breaker block there. You can take it from the breaker block right here. Okay. Yeah, from the breaker block right there. This one. Why am I considering this breaker block? Because it tallies with a gap on the side. So it's an internal breaker block with gap. So you have to consider these things. So yeah, from the breaker block here to sweep this liquidity here. Okay, beautiful liquidity, beautiful liquidity there. Yeah. So I'm going to stop here in case it wants to do magic. But now, if she wants to buy, she's gonna have to hit this SL. She's gonna have to hit this SL, and we know the trend has changed. All right, she's going to have to hit that SL, and then we know. So let's see all the way at least to this other block here. That's a 1:4. That's a 1:4. This place could push it back up. So yeah, I want us to stop there. That's a 1:4, just in case, just in case. But right now she's buying into the zone. So if you had entered the buy from here and possibly, yeah, that's nice. But anything could happen. She could decide, okay, she wants to just tap here and keep going. So we're going to stop here. I'm going to write the coordinates now. All right, so it's a sell limit for me. It's a sell limit for me. Yeah, it's a sell limit for me. Yeah, that's fine. Sell limit 1.33457. 1.33457. All right. 1.33457. 1.31718 is our SL. SL is 1.33877. Okay. SL 1.33877. Okay. 1.33877. And TP. Our TP is I'm looking at that zone 1.31718. 1.31718. 1.31718. Market is funny. It's been acting weird. Okay. All right. If you're good with that, put some fives in the chat box. Put some fives in the chat box. All right. Hello, Deborah. Nice to see you. Okay, beautiful. Big Marcel. Oh, I see you, Big Marcel. Great. Don't stop tapping on that. In fact, I heard you can even give gifts on YouTube. Hey. So 1 hour, we're done. Now, I don't know what's happening with the JPY, but we're going to look at the JPY basket together. Before we enter GJ has given me so much heart attack. I don't understand what GJ is doing. GJ is supposed to be buying. I know for a fact that GJ is supposed to be buying. You can't tell me otherwise. Now she has hit me out and she's looking like she's ready to buy. She's looking like she's ready to buy. I was telling people that gold is learning work where GJ is, because the kind of shakara GJ does, like, who does that? Look at, yeah, just, I mean, oh, Big Marcel, thank you, thank you so much. This is cute. Oh my God, I'm seeing that. Oh, that's so cute. This is my first gift on YouTube, guys. Wow, this is cute. Thank you. Celebrate. All right. So GJ came into our buy zone and decided to do us the more you look, the less you see. Now we're going to look at the JPY basket first. First, she started dropping finally. The basket is ready to drop. So all this was gra. And now GJ is buying. How nice. I mean, these are things you can't control in Forex, you see. These are things you cannot control in Forex. Let me see how. I'm just going to delete this one here. And let's see what's the plan. Come on, what's the plan? What's the plan? I marked that low. That low should not be taken out. It was taken out. It was taken out. It was taken out. Let's look at the 4 hour. Yeah, it was taken out. How do you expect me to trust you now? It was actually taken out. It was actually taken out. You see? So we were waiting for this solid buy for a month plus. This thing decided to do us. The more you look, the less you see, Sha. Okay, let's see. I'm not going to enter this trade until I see a break of structure to the offside. I'm done losing to something I know that should be happening. Okay, he gave us nice push, then took me back, broke me even. Like, who does that? I don't understand why it's now. To me, this low that should be very strong is no longer strong. And that was the sweep of liquidity. He went in, then dumped. I mean, I'm looking. Even if he's buying, I'm not going to buy now. I'm serious. Let's see the 1 hour. I'm not going to buy now. It's approaching a nice sell zone to even continue the sell until I see it break that zone. Break this zone. Yeah, there's a possibility for it to come here and sell again. Yeah, there's a possibility for it to come up and sell again. Let's see the 30, the 15. Let's see the 15. Still not solid to me. Still looks like a sell, incoming sell. I'm not going to fall for this. I'm not going to fall for this. I'm going to be waiting for a sell here. I'm not going to fall for it. I'm going to look at the JPY basket. I'd rather take a sell than enter a buy now. No. Until she hits out here and breaks. Until she breaks this one. Then I'll know that I'm going for the buy. But so far, so good. I'm seeing an incoming sell here. Yeah, I'm seeing an incoming sell. Yep. Seeing an incoming sell here. Smash that like button, guys. Share the link. What's happening? What's happening? I'm clicking and it's doing me anyhow. It's doing me the more you look, the less you see. Yeah, that looks like a nice incoming sell. But the this thing is tough, Sha. The momentum is really strong. The momentum is really strong. Momentum is really strong. Okay, so let's see how this reacts. This is happening live. This is happening live. Let's see how this is gonna be. But let me put the coordinates so that you can set it because oh, Big Marcel, you're so sweet. Stop. Thank you. I'm embarrassed. I was the one that was yabbing people. Now I'm embarrassed. Sell limit. Sell limit. I'm looking at that zone. 196.269. 190, okay, 196.232. Okay, 196.232. Okay. See, if GJ does this nonsense, SL, I'm looking above here, which is 196.563. All right, 196.563. TP 195. Yo, so that's what I see. Okay. All right, that's what I see. That's what I see. That's what I see. Let's see. Let's see. Um, that's a sell limit, guys. Okay. Okay. That was close. That was really, really close. I got in already, anyways. That was really close. That was an instant execution for me, but if it hasn't gotten in, you can hold it. Yeah, on the 15 minutes, it looks so good. What I'm seeing on my phone on the 15 minutes, it looks so good. Yeah, on the 15 minutes, it looks so good. Don't let this thing leave you. Don't be waiting for perfect entry. Oh, great job, Marcel. Great job. Yeah, I'm in on that sale. Um, yeah, I'm in on that sale. A beg, Jare. I'm in on that sale. My own has triggered. I just got in, guys. It was very close, too close to resist. So that's fine. I'm in on this trade. All right, I'm in on this trade. I'm in on that trade, guys. So my SL is right above here. So let's watch it play. Let's watch it play. Let's watch it play. Okay. All right. So let me see. I don't know how many people are in class. Now, those who that are not in class, they'll be wondering. They'll be wondering but that's it. They don't come to class. Now, Euro odd. We've been in Euro odd for some time. So wanted to take that sell into the next buy zone. She's playing here. I mean, this is so stressful. Euro odd, we are still in this trade. I mean, she's playing. She's playing like I'm still in this trade. It's stressing me out. I might just have to leave it. Is the gold sell on? Yo! Yeah, the gold sell is on. Yeah, well, she finally broke. She finally broke. She finally broke. Yeah, we need a pullback. We need a solid pullback. Good. Great job. We need a solid pullback now. We need a solid pullback. She finally broke. We need a solid pullback. All right. We need a solid pullback. Finally broke. That's what I wanted. I wanted that place to be broken, and it did. Yeah, the sell is on. So we need a solid pullback. That was a nice break of structure there, ladies and gentlemen. That was a nice break of structure there. If you ask me, yeah, we have to wait for our zone, eh? We have to wait for our zone. We have to wait for our zone. Yeah, we have to wait for our zone. It's on, but I can't get in on this trade now. Just wait for that pullback. Okay? Wait for that pullback. I can't get I can you know me, I won't get in on this trade like this. It has to pull back completely. So our Beningin zone. Huh? It has to pull back completely. I mean, this is beautiful liquidity waiting to be grabbed. All this nonsense here. Even this top is a threat. So yeah, just wait for it to come up nicely. Okay? Wait for it to come up nicely. Wait for it to come up nicely. All right. The JPY basket is dropping. Um, this robot they say I should try is stressing me. I don't even use it. So the JPY is finally dropping. I'm looking at the GJ, the GJ. Okay, let's see. Now I'm looking at the GJ and the JPY basket. This JPY basket is dropping now. The JPY basket, but it's approaching another buy zone. All right, it could come and buy from here or buy from here. So let's see. Yeah. All right. Okay. So let's watch it. I'm already on the sell. I'm already in the sell for GJ. Let's see how it goes. Let's see how it goes. GJ cell. I'm already in for that cell for GJ. Let's see how it goes. If he hits us out, then we'll wait for the buys, because we've been waiting for that buy forever, like forever. Okay, but that's a solid cell structure right there. Solid cell structure. We even went to the 15 minutes and we saw solid cell structure. So let's see what's going to happen. It's either a TP or an SL. We know this by now, yo. We know this by now. So let's watch and see where she's leading us to. All right. That's a solid cell structure. I don't know. Nobody should tell me nothing until she breaks above this zone. It's a solid cell structure. So we wait. Now, for those that came to class early, let's see Bitcoin. Yeah, let's see Bitcoin. Bitcoin. Okay, yeah. So I was waiting. Okay, Bitcoin. I think I already did Bitcoin. I was waiting to see it come up here for the sell to continue. Okay, but this zone is actually disturbing it for Bitcoin. All right. So where is Hamza Mas? No, who are the people that came first to class? Hamza, Habib, Pilot. Hamza, Habib, and Pilot. What are your assets? Let's look at it. We've already spent 1 hour here. Or are we okay? If we're okay for the day, let's call it a day then. Let's call it a day. Please remind me, Euro odd. We're already in Euro odd. I already showed you guys. Hamza, you are not in our trader team group. How come? What's going on? We're already in Euro odd. We're already in Euro odd. We're selling Euro odd. All right. If there's no other let's call it a day. I love you guys. Euro USD Habib. Habib, wait. Let me see. Oh, let me see. I don't want to cheat anybody. Okay, Euro USD. Let's see. Let's see Euro USD together, and we can call it a day. I'm actually already tired. All right, so we know for sure. Looking at the looking at this is why I like FXCM. It gives me data. Okay, this is the monthly. Okay. All right. So what do we have here? So we have a sell trend going here. We have a sell trend from here going down, even broke structure, broke out of the trend line. And so we have a sell going on down here. Okay. All right. I'm just using this so that you can see holistically what is happening. Okay. What is happening? All right. Now let's look at it on the weekly. Now, this is what I'm seeing on the weekly. You see? Lower lows and lower highs. Now that was the low that gave us this high. All right, see. So I'm just going to draw it out. Okay, let me delete this so nobody gets confused. All right, I'm just going to draw it out. Yeah, it gave us this low. All right, that was the one that gave us, it came here, created liquidity, gave us this low. All right, okay. Now, if you ask me, this thing is coming up, at least looking at what I see on the weekly. All right, it's coming up to this zone, at least for the next sell. But let's see what's happening on the daily. Okay, just to have a holistic view, all right, about what is really happening. Okay, so let's see the daily. Looking at the daily is bullish on the daily. Is bullish on the daily, and that was the last break of structure. Okay, last break of structure right there. Okay, let's look at the 4 hour. That's more like it. Okay, so see what 4 hour is showing us. Beautiful. So, okay, let's concentrate what's happening on the 4 hour. Let's concentrate what's happening. This looks like the trend has changed to a sell trend on the 4 hour. You see that? You see, this has been broken, taken out, cleanly taken out. It's difficult for me to look at it with a smaller distance, but what I'm seeing here is cells, and then this zone has been taken out. Look at that. Okay, let's just draw it together. Okay, look at that. Okay, all this is nonsense. Okay, pull back into this zone. Has refused to give us a new high. If we drew our fib from here to that zone, that was good enough to give us a new high, but it did not. Instead, what did it do? It came and broke structure. Okay. Okay. It did not give us a new high. It came and broke this structure here. All right. Now we're zooming into the market. After that break of structure, of course, what are you expecting? The next sell to continue. All right. The next sell to continue. Yo, the sell could take, it's the same thing happening on GU as well. So the sell could take off from here, okay, or here. So right now you wait for extra confirmation. That's what you're going to do. You wait for extra confirmation just to be sure that it's ready to drop from here. Just to be sure. Because right now I'm not trusting this. I'm not trusting it until I see a break of structure. Let's see 30 minutes. Until I say, nah, this is not good enough. There's every possibility it could take off from here. I'm not interested. There's every possibility it could take off from here and go to the next sell zone up there. Every possibility. Okay. This is still a nice buy going on. I wouldn't want to be caught dead or trapped in this. Okay. So, yes, it took off from the first sell zone. It took off from the first sell zone and started coming down, but has not broken this zone yet. So no, I'm not interested. Until she breaks this zone, I'm not going in. So right now, yes, we know. But this is a buy zone, solid buy zone for her to continue to the top. So who knows? We're just going to have to wait and see how it's going to play out. No, don't be caught up on this, guys. Don't even try it. You're not seeing my screen? You're not seeing my screen? You want me to stop sharing and share again? Can you see my screen now? Devil is a liar. So this is EU. When did you stop seeing my screen? Wow. This is EU. So let me show you what, let me take you back. So we know that she's broken structure here. This was a major break of structure here. Okay. She's broken structure here. This is the 4-hour time frame. Okay. She's broken structure here. Okay. She's broken structure there. All right. Great. Now we want to continue the sell, but she came into this zone. This is a very good zone, actually. She came into this zone here. All right. She came into this zone here. But I'm not satisfied because she hasn't broken structure. So until she breaks this low, I'm not just like exactly what's happening in GU. If you remember, GU is actually at a good sell zone, but hasn't broken structure. It could decide to take off from here and go to the next sell zone. Yeah, very possible. Very possible. After all, it's building liquidity there. It's building liquidity there. You see? And if you ask me, I'll be interested in the buy. Why? Let me show you something. This looks this looks like proper buy to me. So I'd rather wait. I'd rather wait. Yeah, you see this zone? This zone could push this market to the upside. This is exactly the same thing happening with GU. And that's why I said for GU, we'll also have to wait for extra break of structure. If you remember. Did you guys remember the GU? Oh, good. Is it GU or GJ? I can't remember. But we already have something on GU. No, this is G. What's happening? I thought this was GJ. Okay, GJ, we're already in the cell. Okay, yeah. So GU, like I was saying, exactly the same thing happening with GU. You see here, we want to see it come, sweep this liquidity and come down. It could still go to the upside. We saw it on the daily time frame. Okay, so yeah, this is what happened. There's a good buy sell zone here, but what are the odds it could still come up? So we are ready for that. I'm trying to remember, was it GU? We saw the same thing on. Hey, where is it? Where is it? Let's see it on the weekly. Yo. Yeah, it took off from here for the buy. Yes. Okay. Yeah, so I'm still waiting for it to push up a bit. I can't remember which other one was doing exactly the same thing. Can't remember which other one was doing exactly the same thing. But EU, I'm uncertain about EU because there's a possibility it could take off from here into the next sell zone. I can't remember. So I'm looking at this zone here. Let's go to the daily. Yeah. So see what happened. This was the break of structure on the daily. It broke the structure. On the weekly, that was the break of structure here. But here you cannot, I mean, on a lower time frame, that was a good zone to be broken here. Okay, to come down possibly to a very discount zone or the origin. All right. Okay, so I want to see it sell into this area 50, 60, or even to this area. All right, I want to see it sell. Sorry, that was not the one I wanted to use. Was it? Yes, it is. So I want to see it sell into the next buy zone. Okay, I want to see it sell. Where's my, okay, yeah, I want to see it sell into below, at least below the 50, or into the 78.88. Why is my fib upside down, for God's sakes? Okay, I think I pulled the wrong thing. What's happening, yo? What's happening? Hold on. I think there's a way I can flip it. Something is happening here. How do you flip it? How do you flip it? This thing just turned on me. Oh my goodness. How do you flip it, guys? How do you reverse it? Yes, there's a way to reverse this thing. Settings, yeah? Okay. It reversed on me, yo. What's this? Yes, settings. I'm on settings. I'm on settings right now. I should scroll down. What's happening? Oh, I should reverse it. Okay. All right. Thank you. I've seen it. Thank you so much. I was wondering what the problem was. So I want to see it come down to at least the 5061. So I need to see it sell into a good discount zone, this area or the 7888 zone. So right now, yes, we know it's on a sell. On a smaller time frame, we can see it on a sell already. Let me just highlight these zones. I need to see it come down here or come down here. All right. So right now it's in the process of coming down. It's in the process. GU was cleaner than this, yo. GU was cleaner. Okay, so I want to see it break that zone before I can go in for the sell. Yeah, I know this zone is very good, but it looks like it just came there to create liquidity here. Okay, because if I use my sell, and pull it from there, from that high to this low. All right. If I use pull it from that high to this low, yeah, good, just 50, 60, but there's every possibility it could push up. So I wouldn't want to be in that trade. All right. I love you guys. We spent 1 hour, 20 minutes. I have to go. So I'm just going to drop the ones the GJ has triggered. The GJ has triggered. Let's see how is it going. Yeah, looking good. Looking good, superb. Um, yeah, so let's see. Let's watch and see what she has for us. Whether she wants to start buying now. Okay. Or mwah. I love you guys. Goodbye for now. Bye. Yo.